Today showing off the J Mascis Squier, and I've had it for a bit, never really bonded with it. I just haven't had a chance to play it, but in theory this is one of his studio setups, because I got a Vox AC15 and his signature Squier. I even got the J Mascis strap and the J Mascis coil cable. So if you buy enough J Mascis products, he comes to your house and he becomes your friend. Apparently, hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, he does play AC15s in the studio. He said so. He also plays Tweed Deluxes and Princetons and small amps in the studio. I know live everybody sees them with the big Marshall stacks, but in studios it's smaller amps. So, technically I've got one of his setups here. Now, having said that, none of this is going to sound anything like J Mascis at all. This does not nail his tone, but at least not the tone that I have in my head for him. But anyway, we'll show this thing off. We'll do the normal circuit, not up here, but down here. This is the neck pickup. This is the bridge pickup. I'm not a whammy guy, but I say this whammy doesn't tend to knock this thing out of tune too badly. My made in Mexican Fender Strat, you whammy once and you're out of tune. What else do I got with a whammy on it? I got another Strat that is okay on the whammy, but this one in particular, you can do it. And well, she's a little out. She's a little out. Let's go to the this circuit here. So, a little darker, a little softer. Not as hot, not as distorted. I don't love this circuit. I know guys use it. I don't love it. So, I think the weak link in the chain here is my Vox amp, for my ears anyway. I'm not loving that. It's not nailing J Mascis' tone at all. Well, it's, it's not, to my ears, nailing his tone, but who knows? He didn't use the AC15 on every album. He may have only used the AC15 on a couple of songs on one album, but you can go find the articles that says he does use it in studio. Lately, I've been seeing him playing Princeton's, and to me, that is the best J Mascis tone. Okay, now I know live it's the 3 Marshall stacks or the 2 Marshall stacks and the high watt, you know, the giant, because he says he likes to feel, you know, the thing shake his bones, but his live sound for me isn't where it's at. Lately, it's been these little interviews he does, and he's plugged into what I think is a little Fender Princeton. I mean, I've counted the knobs. You can never see the thing because it's always in the background shot, but it's got the red jewel light, and it's got the 6 knobs, the 1 input. Jewel light's on the right-hand side, I believe. And so I think he's been playing noodling on Princeton's, and for me, that's the best J Mascis tone. And maybe not this guitar, right? Like, he plays a lot of Tellys, he plays other Jazzmasters. This guitar for me is dark. I have no regrets buying it. I think it's cool. I've not bonded with it yet. It's got the tummy cut, which I need. And, you know, it's my first real Jazzmaster. But it's not going to be my favorite guitar anytime soon. And it's a little dark for me. And, you know, proper J Mascis guitars are Telly on lead and Les Paul Jr. with P90s on rhythm. I mean, he has said so. But, yeah, I do not regret buying this, though. I think it's beautiful to look at. Let's take a look here. I don't know what the camera can see or can't see. There's a signature on the back. Got that tummy cut. Every guitar should have a belly cut. Better look here. So it's never going to be my main favorite, I don't think, unless I can get that tone sorted out. I don't know, maybe I'll try it on a Fender Princeton. I've got Tone X, so I've got 34,000 amps I can try out. Maybe I'll Tone X myself up a Fender Princeton, see if I can. I got a sound in my head that is J Mascis noodling around, and this ain't getting it for me. This is a little dark. The Vox actually borderlines on muffly, and I have the tone cut up. So you're saying, well, why, if you're complaining about dark, why is the tone cut up? Well, because if you don't, the AC15 gets glassy really quick. And that, if I didn't mention, I've got new tubes in here, 2 new power tubes, 3 new preamp tubes. It's working fine. It's just, this thing can get a little glassy, like a little, not shrill, not sharp, but I don't know how to explain it other than glassy, and it's not super pleasant, and it's not what I'm hearing when I see J Mascis on YouTube noodling to interviews. But anyway, hey, the J Mascis Squier, they're about $649-ish Canadian-ish. They're not so easy to stumble upon. There was only 3 in Ontario, so as soon as I seen this one, as soon as I walked in and seen it, I'm like, I'm buying it just because I found it, you know. Well, I mean, it was always the plan to buy it, but there, you know, it was like, oh, there it is, boom, credit card, like, got to take that home. His Telly, I played 2 of the Blue Sparkle Tellys. They're 2,000 US-ish, or I'm sorry, Canadian-ish. It's a nicer guitar. I've played 2 of them. There was one close to me in a music store, and then there's one about 3 hours from me. So that is still going to be a future purchase. This neck's a bit chunky for me. That's, you know, personal preference. I'm used to kind of girlier necks. Maybe like on my Mexican Fender Strat. The Fender Mexican Strat neck for me, which is in maple, is the most perfect guitar neck for me. This one's, I mean, it's not no-caster chunky, like broadcaster, like early you know, like I think the early Telecasters, you could smack a baseball out of Fenway Park, right? It's not that, it's just a little chunkier than I'm from used to. But yeah, the J Mascis Squier, if you get a chance, just play one. Just try it out. I mean, it's worth it. It is a unique experience. I'll tell you that. I got 20 guitars. Nothing else is like this in my collection. Hey, like and subscribe if you want to. Thanks.